I'm Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop, and today we're turning the 9-inch jelly braid paper into a beautiful quilt and table runner. Download the free Braided Blues Quilt and Table Runner pattern exclusively at Fat Quarter Shop. A link is in the description box. Now, you can make either a table runner or a quilt. Either way, you're going to need one jelly roll, a background, a binding, and a backing. The fabric requirements for each are in the pattern. And of course, you will need one roll of the 9-inch jelly braid paper. Today, we're using the Blueprint Collection by Camille Ross Kelly for Moda Fabrics. After you've gathered all your supplies, let's jump into sewing. Whether you make the table runner or the quilt, you're going to take your paper, and the strip that you're going to cut is 55 inches. And it doesn't matter where you start and stop the cut, just cut wherever. It totally doesn't matter. So on this channel, you can watch our video that's called Jelly Braid Paper Tutorial. It goes in depth in exactly how to use the paper. I think once you use the paper, you're gonna love it. Then you're gonna take the jelly braid strip that we just cut, follow that tutorial to make your jelly braid, and now I'm gonna show you how you trim this down and how you turn it into a table runner or a quilt. So once you have sewn your braid, you're going to trim all 4 sides. And what we've done here is we've trimmed further outside the line, but we've trimmed exactly at the 55 inch. Now what I want to do, since I've got all that bulk off, I'm going to trim on this long outside line. And all you have to do is put your ruler and trim it down. So we originally started with the paper at 55 inches, and we did that just so we would have extra room to cut down. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure this across, and I'm going to cut each end straight to get 48.5. I'm going to use my mat, and it is important that this come out 48.5 inches. So now you can see this is 48.5 inches. Now we're going to take the paper off. So I would just start at one end and peel this off. If you've used a really small stitch length, it's going to pull right off. So when you've pulled the paper off, you just want to make sure all the little pieces are gone, and then we're ready to cut our borders. Now that you have all the paper off of the jelly braid, we're going to be adding 2.5-inch strips to the side and the top and bottom. It's basically very similar if you're making the quilt. Today we're making the table runner. I'm going to give you tips on how to attach the border. So I have marked this at 48.5 inches, and I'm not going to trim down until after I put this on the side. The first thing I'm going to do is find the center of the border and mark it. Find the center of my jelly braid and mark it with a pin. Put your fabric right sides together, first by joining the center and each end. And since we trimmed that jelly braid paper after we assembled it, this should just lay exactly flat. You shouldn't have to stretch anything. I'm going to pin all the way across. Then I'm going to go to the sewing machine, and I'm going to leave my background piece on top and leave all of these seams on the bottom. When I start this, I'm going to start outside, go across, and I am going to backstitch right here to secure it, go all the way to the end, backstitch to secure it, and then I'll show you how to press and trim down. So once I've added that first one, I'm going to go ahead and add the second one and sew them at the same time. So you can see that I've backstitched right here. I'm going to set my seam, meaning put my iron flat. Once I've set the seam, I'm going to finger press and then press toward the border. So now I'm just going to trim this straight, and what that's going to do is give you a perfect 90-degree angle right here, and it is not going to be curved at all because you're cutting after you've sewn. So then we have these strips. This is a really short distance, so I'm not even going to measure. I just cut it about 2 inches bigger. I'm just going to put it right sides together, backstitch, sew across, and backstitch. And then I will trim after we have sewn. And I'm going to do both sides at the same time. I'm going to iron this the same way. I'm going to set the seam, finger press the border out, and then press down. So once I have this attached, I'm just gonna trim the sides so I get nice corners. You can use the same technique whether you are making the quilt or the table runner. Now that we have trimmed the borders, this is how your Jelly Braid table runner looks, and you can have a lot of fun with this because you can play with different fabrics on the inside. You can make your borders bigger or smaller, super fun, and you're gonna love the Jelly Braid paper. This is the Jelly Braid table runner and how it looks after you trim it down. I love the size of the border in proportion to the strips because they're all 2.5-inch strips. So it's very proportional. So here's the table runner. Now let me show you what the quilt looks like. So the table runner I showed you finishes at 13 by 52. This quilt finishes at 41 by 56, and we have the cut sizes for the sashing and the border in the pattern. You'll notice we alternated the direction of the braids, which is why it doesn't matter where you cut your Jelly Braid paper when you are done with it. We use the background from the Blueprint collection for our sashing and our border, a really nice dark binding, and a beautiful floral on the back that ties the back to the front. If you're looking for more Jelly Braid paper projects, check out our video for the Jelly Roll braid bag on our channel, along with the original tutorial that shows you how to make the braid. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.